Good morning. Pastor Larry here. It's Wednesday, September 2nd. And today I'm in Matthew chapter 7 and verses 1 and 2. And really, I might get into the whole passage 1 to 6, but just want to talk about 1 and 2. It says, "Judge not, that ye be not judged. For with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged. And with what measure ye mete, it shall be measured to you again." We talked Sunday in our message about what judgment is. There is a type of judging that we ought to do, and that simply means to discern. We should look at a situation and discern how we go forward. But as far as how we treat other people, in the aspect of judging, we should never allow what someone is doing or who someone is cause us to treat them with anything less than the love of Christ. Then we have done the wrong type of judgment, which is saying here, "Judge not, that ye be not judged." How would you like it if someone came and looked at an instant in your life and made a rash decision, made a decision that would have an effect on how they treat you for the rest of your life? That would be a very hard thing to overcome and a very hard thing for you to deal with. And you probably would have a hard time getting along with a person that treated you poorly because of what they assessed in a situation. And so we need to be very mindful of that. I can't help but think, we're supposed to be like Christ. Now, here's one area we're never going to be like Christ until he takes us up to glory to be with him. I cannot look on a man and know the man inside and out. Jesus Christ knows us inside and out. Jesus Christ knew Judas. He knew him inside and out, yet he supped with him daily. He walked with him and talked with him daily. He taught him daily, knowing full and well that Judas was going to be the one that would betray him for 30 pieces of silver. And yet, when Judas came up to betray Christ, Christ, knowing why he was coming, called him friend, allowed him to get close enough, I'm talking personally close enough, to kiss him and betray him. And yet Jesus never judged him. Jesus said, "I come not into the world to judge the world." No, he came into the world to give light, to redeem the world. He didn't come to judge. So who do we think we are when we look at someone in a moment of their life and we make a judgment on how we're going to treat them and how we're going to go forward with them? And we consider them to be right or wrong according to what we believe. That's very easy for us to do. There's two sides of this judging. Especially when we talk about church circles and people that are we would say religious or Christians. We can look at someone who isn't as good a Christian as we are. We can think, well, they're going through that rough time. That's God judging them. You realize that you've just judged them. And the measure that you're meeting will be met to you, is what my Bible just says. We can't look on someone's life and we don't know why they're in the situation they're in. We don't understand what's going on in their life. Only God does. We can't look on a situation and make those type of judgments. We simply need to love someone like Christ loves them, no matter what is going on in their life. But then we have the other side of that. You can be someone who strives not to be judgmental, but you see someone else, someone who is a Pharisaical type Christian, a legalist type Christian, and you can say, well, I can't believe they're judging me or judging them like that. How dare they? I can't believe they would do that. And we start to judge them and think, well, they're going to have a hard heart. God's going to, and this is something that I've been guilty of, both of these. We need to be very careful, because how we go forward, we can discern who a person is. That type of judgment is okay. You ought to discern who people are, but that discernment should never sway how you treat anyone. Man, that's hard to do, because I'm not like Christ. I am not Christ. I want to be like him, but I am not Christ. Forgiveness is hard, especially when it's not asked. It's hard enough when someone asks for it. It's hard not to allow what someone does to you cause you to treat them any differently than with the love of Christ, but that's what we've been called to do. Love you, praying for you, hope to see you tonight. God bless.